that. To stop that.
They're not stopping you.
This is free and
You're
open
in their
to the public.
permitted event causing a disturbance.
No, this
that
event
gives
is
us the
free
right to
and
remove you
open
out
to
of their event area.
They have, because this event is free and open to the public, because this event is free and open to the public, what they have is called a non-exclusive permit. An exclusive permit would give them that right. An exclusive permit means that this whole area would be roped off, and it'd be by charged admission. They would have to charge admission, or it'd be specifically by an invitation only. But because this event is free and open to the public, that makes it a non-exclusive event. So their permit allows them to be there. It allows them to set up a stage. It allows them to set up chairs. It allows them to have amplified sound. It allows them to collect in groups of more than 25. But what it does not do is it does not change my rights to be also on a free and public area. All of the rights that I had to stand out here on Wednesday afternoon are not affected by their permit because it's a non-exclusive permit, free and open to the public. No, it's not. We're causing no disturbance whatsoever.
Sounds like a standoff to me.
If we ran into that event and started throwing chairs, then you would have that. We are standing on public property. We're standing on public property at an event that is free and open to the public. We are creating no disturbance whatsoever. A disturbance would be us running up on their stage and grabbing their microphone, or pushing people into the pool, or throwing chairs into the pool. This is not. This is everything that America was founded upon: freedom of speech and freedom of religion. This is everything.
Thank you.
This is everything that America was founded on. Is exactly what we're doing.
This is our free country.
Creating no disturbance. Now, if one of us should go over there and shove somebody into the pool, or knock their chairs down, or knock their amp down, then by all means, please take us away.
So if he says it's okay, then we can stay here.
That's not the only thing. Disturbance is also when you're yelling at them, they're yelling at you, and
no, this is called
it gets out of hand.
That's free speech.
No, what's gotten out of hand?
Okay, well,
you're the only people that have actually hassled us today.
Well,
so you are. Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are.
When I walked up here, I could hear the guy saying, "You ever shut up?"
They approached us.
Rigorous debate is what this nation was founded upon.
Absolutely.
We're here in front of the reflection of Lincoln Memorial, fighting for freedom and freedom of slavery. George Washington Monument. This is exactly what America is about. The robe in front of the reflection of Lincoln Memorial, fighting for freedom and freedom of slavery. George Washington Monument. This is exactly what America is about. The robust discussion of ideas, and things get heated. And that's that. The right to freedom of speech does not protect just speech that everyone agrees on. Freedom of speech is specifically there to protect unpopular speech. So that's what we're doing. We're at an atheist event, saying that there is a God and you better believe in Him, and that's unpopular. That's why freedom of speech exists. That's what we're doing.
No problem with
Fine,
that.
then we'll
Until I
stay,
can
then
hear
we're
people
good.
yelling at each other. Okay? If you guys are going to be yelling at each other, you're going to be moving.
No. How is that? How is that? How is that?
A robust discussion is not yelling at each other.
Yes, it is. It most certainly is. It most certainly. As long as there's no physical, as long as there's no pushing, shoving, robust conversation is exactly why
the Constitution. We're practicing our constitutional rights.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I got it.
All right. So no problem.
You should know that the oath says to protect and defend the
Fine, then we'll stay. Then we'll be here, and we won't go and push people or shove their items.
That's an assault.
And we won't push people. We won't touch their property. And the heckler's veto does not give them the right to say, I don't like what they're saying, please ask them to leave.
They're not saying, I don't like what they're saying.
And raised voices.
Way over there, and I can hear you guys yelling at each other.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that. But raised voices does not constitute.
I'm not saying raised voices. I'm saying you're yelling at each other.
That's a raised voice. We want to be heard. We want to be heard. We have no amplified sound. We're not interfering with amplified sound. We're far enough back. This is exactly what America is founded on. So unless you can show me a court case where they've overruled the heckler's veto, yes you do. You're here to uphold the Constitution, and I'm showing you a court case. I'm showing you a court case from just a couple of months ago. Well, I've done the work for you then. This is, like I said, this was just 2015. Very recent. This was us against the Sheriff's Department of Wayne County. This is the Sheriff's Department of Wayne County who kicked us out of a street festival that was free and open to the public because the crowd was getting angry. Exactly the same scenario. I've done you the favor of, you can read this. So the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, the highest level, right below the Supreme Court, decided for us that we had every right to be there, and that actually the Wayne County Sheriff's Department is currently being sued, financially sued, because they did the exact same thing to us. So I'm just telling you, I'm saving you some trouble to show you that the Sheriff's Department is being sued currently because they kicked us out unlawfully of an event that was free and open to the public because of the reaction that the crowd had to us. Not because of what we did, but because of the crowd's reaction, which is exactly what
We're done with this now?
if we're allowed to stay, I'm done.
Good.
Okay,
There's
good.
no problem.
All right, we're
If
good.
I go back up here and I can hear you guys yelling at each other again, there's a problem.
No, that's not true.
So I mean, if
Hearing
that,
us
if that
is not a
occurs,
problem.
We probably, would expect that to occur because they don't agree with our message. And then what happens from there?
Moves over to one of the other counter demonstrators.
Hello?
I'm Sergeant Burnett, just parking. Can I talk to you?
Sure. Well, talk to him. He lives here.
I'll talk to you.
Go follow him.
Right.
Go give him assistance.
Don't please step back from me.
I just don't record.
Sir?
I have a right to record.
Do you hear?
I have a right to record.
No, you don't.
Do you hear? Are you recording that?
Now, he interfered for lawful.
Well, I have a right to record.
Yes, you do.
Go around,
Just for his protection.
Go around the opposite way. Don't go behind it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
They have a permitted area to demonstrate it today. You don't have a gun. You don't have a permit. So I'm going to give you the right to have your First Amendment free speech. Just like we were giving them. They applied for a permit. You did not apply for it.
Some atheists, please.
So since you did not apply for the permit, I have an area for you to go.
Sir, I have one quick objection to what you just said. I've already talked to the National Park Service. I've already talked to the permit personnel. I was told specifically because our group is not larger than 25 folks, and we do not require a permit for there's an exemption for free speech. As long as we don't go up on the marble steps, as long as we don't go into the area where Lincoln actually is
Okay, who
seated.
told you that?
The permit person
I need a name of who told you that.
I can't remember her name, but I was actually out here preaching last weekend too, and another National Park Service employee.
So this is the way this is. Okay. We have a permit. You can't disrupt their area. I'm going to give you an area to have a free speech. It's still on the same ground. You're still in eye shot. You still get your mission accomplished. You just can't do it inside of their venue.
Sir, the only issue that I have here is that this event is free and open to the public, of which we are a part of the public. Us standing here and exercising our freedom of expression by holding our banners and just talking to people, it shouldn't be usurped by the fact that, they're over there. We're just exercising our freedom of speech.
Once you
right
begin to disrupt, okay?
We're not out here to disrupt.
Listen, you are disrupting, and the organizers have asked that you not disrupt their event. So once they put that request through, then we have to give you the right. We don't have to give it inside of here. That's what Park Service said. We don't have to give that inside of their venue. Okay. We give it out on the outside of their venue, but we're still going to give you that right. Okay. So you can exercise that right outside of their venue, and that's what you really want to do today, is to have your say, correct?
Yes,
you don't have to do it inside of here.
We want to have our say.
So why don't you talk to your people, have them, and I will take them over to the area where they can demonstrate.
Is there a way, and just throw this out, because I understand where you're coming from, and I want to say this, gentleman, right up front. I respect police officers, National Park Service, thank you for your service. With that being said, we want to be lawful, we want to abide by the rules, but is there a way that we can stand here, exercise our, hold on, sir, let me finish. Exercise our First Amendment rights, because there were personnel from the Reason Rally who said, hey, look, this is a First Amendment issue. We don't agree with them, but we don't mind them being here.
They can't do that.
They're not the organizers. They're not the persons on the permit.
Right.
From that orange fence, see the orange fence down there along the edge? The festival grounds, they have the field, they have this whole area for their event. okay, that means this is there. So that 25-person exemption does not apply because the area is already permitted. On a normal day, if nothing else was going on, less than 25, you would not need a permit as long as you stay out of the restricted area. However, today, this area is permitted by another group.
So
Plain and simple. It does away with that 25-person exemption because you can't come into the middle of somebody else's thing as long as you're less than 25 people, use that exemption to disrupt their event or counter demonstrate. By that group, by that logic, I could have 15 groups, each less than 25, take over their event. We can't allow that.
And then let me just say one thing, sir. We're not demonstrating over here. We're just practicing freedom of expression and freedom of religion over here. And because it's open to the public, what you're basically saying is because we're Christians and we're
That's not what we're saying.
and we're speaking out our
That's not what
Christianity.
we're saying.
Everybody else can come in here, but the Christians have to move back here.
No, that's not what we're saying. I don't know if you're Christian or what you are. All right? It's not for me to determine what you are. What I'm saying is this: that the organizers have identified that this group here is counter to what their group is. Now, whatever you call yourself, that's good. What I'm saying is, the police in the middle, that I have to give you a right to express your First Amendment right, just like we're giving them. Today, you cannot be mixed into their group. You can do it on the outside. I'm going to give you that right to say your First Amendment. That's what you came here for, to have your First Amendment right. Whether you do it on the inside or on the outside, you're going to get that right. But that's what we are here to do. And I don't know who.
So nobody can be here and express contrary opinions to anything.
You will be. You just can't be inside of the group here.
But then that's not First Amendment rights?
It is. It is. Hey, look, and we can't discuss this all day, sir. Okay? Because I got many venues going on. So if I've advised you, I'm going to give you the space. If you want that space to where to go to, I'm going to show you where it is. We're going to make it happen. But we're not going to stand here today and hold court.
Okay, so you have advisors. Now, if we determine to stay here, I mean, what happens in that event? Will we be arrested if we stay here?
You're subject to arrest if you stay inside.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not out here to try to be arrested or anything like that. I think what you guys doing is unlawful.
Okay.
But that's for me to take up in another venue.
Please do.
So I'll just thank you for your time.
Okay.
Appreciate your effort.
Would you like to know whether the area where you can go to demonstrate?
Yeah, I'd like to know where you guys want to try to have us set up.
Right now, you can have out at the Henry Bacon ball fields, at Henry Bacon and Constitution Avenue. That's the ball fields there.
Where we can't be heard by any of these
You can
people
be
over
heard.
here.
Totally outside the event.
That's totally outside the
There's
event.
people all over. You can be heard. That's the First Amendment area.
We're here for the atheists.
Okay,
That's
look.
the whole reason we're here.
They're all coming in from the metro, coming down through.
We're not going to debate what you can do. I'm giving you an area to say you're right. And you guys need to make that happen. We can't debate this all morning.
All right. Where's the? You mentioned as if there was more than one area. Is that the only area?
No, that's the area here. You don't have a permit. There's different areas around of groups that share your thoughts that has permits, and they apply for a permit. If you would apply for a permit, the area that you wanted, then the National Park Service would give you that permit. Since you did
No. I think you might have misunderstood what I said.
No. You listen to me. Since you did not apply for the permit, then we, the police, has to give you the right to say it. The right to say that. Whatever you have to say, your First Amendment free speech is over Henry Bacon Ball Field at Constitution Avenue. Okay? That's where you need to go.
So we don't have free speech here.
That's what you need to do.
We can't go down there either.
Where are you going to?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. You just said the free speech area is over here, Henry Bacon Ball Field. I mean, where else can we go?
Okay,
if we went and stood over there.
Listen. No, they got that area permitted.
Okay, I thought because I thought you said earlier from here.
He just outlined to you what the permitted area was. All right, he just outlined to you what the permitted area is.
So outside of the orange fence, or over here at the Henry Bacon Ball Field, where we can't be
Okay,
heard.
so let's make that happen. All right. Thank you, sir.
I mean, I don't
Appreciate it.
understand how they can,
It
do
doesn't
that when
matter.
it's not a
I
paid.
mean,
not a paid.
Let's make that happen. Get your group and explain to them.
It's not a paid event.
Why don't you get your group, explain to them what I
This is
just
open to
explained
the
to you.
Brother, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll take this up with the appropriate people
talking
later
to you.
on. No, it's not nice talking to you because you violate my rights. All right? As a military member, served this country for 22 years, you're violating
Hey,
my
look,
rights.
guys, let's make this happen. Okay, because we don't have all day.
I haven't said anything about a bloke besides silence.
Okay.
How about, I mean, what else? How about foxes?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll start gathering up. So
Let's make it happen as soon as possible. I got other things that's going on.
All right.
I'll need to be here all day with you guys.
Got it,
All right?
got it.
I've advised you of your right.
Jill, let me turn that off. For something to be scientific, it has to be, why don't you get a couple minutes of this? Let me see if it's still running. Just get a couple minutes. For something to be scientific, it has to be observable, testable, and repeatable. Darwinian evolution is none of those things. Now, variation within a species is observable, testable, and repeatable. You have wolves and coyotes, and then you get Dobermans and beagles and chihuahuas, and all. We see variation within a species, but they're still always canine. And we see lions, tigers, bobcats, and house cats, but they're all still feline. What we've never seen is one kind jumping to another. It's not been observed, it's not testable, and it's not repeatable. So Darwinian evolution, macroevolution is unscientific. Variation within a species is very scientific.